going on, everybody? Trailblazer891 here, and I want to welcome you back to another video on The Crew. Now in this video we're going to be talking about the cars that are in the game, and I hope this gets you excited because I know I'm super excited for this game to come out, and I can't wait for this. I've actually signed up for the beta, still waiting on an email. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that for the beta on PC, but if that happens, if I can bring you some footage, I'm going to do that. So sit back, enjoy, and hopefully you learn something new about some of these cars. First car on the block is the 1967 Shelby GT500. This is better known as Eleanor from the movie Gone in 60 Seconds. Now this is one of the coolest and most iconic muscle cars of all time. Under the hood it has a V8 motor that has 355 horses and will go 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. I probably would give my left leg to have this car, but that wouldn't really do me a whole lot of good since I would need my left leg to use the clutch, so I'm not going to do that. The second car is the 2010 Mini Cooper S. This also is a very iconic car from movies. It was used in the making of both versions of the Italian Job, the one from the 60s and the one from a couple years ago. The Mini Cooper was used in that. Now the newer version of the Mini Cooper has a 1.6 liter turbocharged engine that has 172 horses, and because of its size and the power, it'll go 0 to 60 in under 6.5 seconds. The speed of the car makes this a great getaway vehicle. Next we have the 2011 BMW Z4. I gotta give it to the Germans. They really know how to make a roadster. This car can really shred on the streets. It's beautifully designed, has sleek lines. When you pop the hood, you're welcomed to a 3-liter twin-turbo engine that cranks out 335 horses. This car rips off the line, going 0 to 60 in just about 4.8 seconds. Next, we have the 2010 Bentley Continental Supersport. Now this vehicle is an absolute head turner. This is a high-end supercar that makes a great project car to improve upon in the game. It boasts a 6-liter V12 motor that has 621 horses. Oh, it's also an all-wheel drive vehicle, so that just puts it over the top. Put all this together, the all-wheel drive and the size of the motor, and this thing will go 0 to 60 in just under 4 seconds. Next, we have the Lamborghini Murcielago. We all know the legend of Lamborghini and how they've been around. They've been a super high-end sports car for many, many years. Now, when the Murcielago came out, they hadn't had a new car design in 11 years, and this is what they dropped on the world. This car looks almost too fantastic to be real, but when you pop the hood, you see that the futuristic car is a 6.5 liter engine capable of a mind-blowing 640 horsepower that can carry the car from 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. Now, not to be outdone, the Lamborghini Aventador takes everything that the Murcielago had and takes it to the next level. It truly looks like some sort of spaceship out of a movie. Has a 12-cylinder, 6.5 liter motor kicking out 700 horsepower. Pair this with a 7-gear transmission, and this rocket ship travels at warp 10, going from 0 to 60 in a mind-boggling 2.9 seconds. Next, we have the 2004 Dodge Ram SRT. This truck wasn't built to haul your boat to the lake or to go camping in. It was built purely for speed and nothing else. This truck already had sleek lines and already had a pretty mean stance, but when you drop the 8.3 liter V10 motor ripped straight out of the Dodge Viper, you have the world's fastest production car ever. Next, we have the RUF 3400. This car is truly a head turner and deserves all the attention that it gets. This car is built on a similar chassis as the Porsche 911. The K in the name stands for compressor, which in German stands for turbo. The motor takes the standard 3.4 liter, kicks it up a notch, and puts out 394 horses, allowing the car to go from 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds. Next, we have the 1969 Chevy Camaro RS. And that should be enough right there. But this is maybe the most iconic car of the old muscle car era. We see this car in movies, we see it in TV shows, and almost everyone knows as soon as they see it what it is. The 69 Camaro already had a classic look, and then you add the black grille that came with the RS version, and it sticks out even more. This bad boy has the 350 cubic inch 5.7 liter motor, putting out 255 horsepower. This car is cool. This is, I mean, when you talk about cool cars, cool muscle cars, the 69 Camaro is it. Next, we have the 2010 Chevy Camaro Super Sport. After taking a few years off from the Camaro, Chevy brought the Camaro back with a completely new body style, and it became an instant hit. We've seen it in movies, we've seen it in TV shows, we all know it. Well, they took the 2010 model, it was already a great car, and what they did is they improved upon it by getting rid of the live rear axle and installing a fully independent suspension, which allowed all 426 horses of this machine to hit the pavement. Next, we have the Ford F-150 SVT Raptor. This is a production off-road beast from Ford's special vehicles team, and it's like no other vehicle. It combines the killer looks and outstanding performance to give you asphalt speed over rough terrain. 2013 Ford Shelby GT500. Now this is what happens when a muscle car and Barry Bonds trainer get together. You get a beast of a car that sports a 5.8 liter V8 motor, cranking out 662 horses. With all that muscle, it'll fly down the track, going 0 to 60 in just about 5 seconds flat. The Mustang has the looks and the sounds to pair with that power, and as a result of that, everyone pays attention when she rolls by. The 2011 Ford Mustang GT, this has been Ford's iconic muscle car for nearly 50 years. It has quite the motor under the hood as well. It has a 5 liter V8 with 412 horses, traveling 0 to 60 in just over 5 seconds. The Mustang has enough power and enough torque to make you want to pull your hair out when you look behind you and you see all the rubber on the pavement, because you know you're going to have to be buying some tires here pretty quick. Next, we have the 2010 Ford Focus RS. This little sports car doesn't have the 4-cylinder that you might expect. It has a 5-cylinder motor that cranks out 305 horses. Yeah, 305 horsepower in the Ford Focus. And that's through the front wheels nonetheless. It's not even a rear wheel drive vehicle. This is not your typical family car. It'll grab your groceries for you, and then it'll let you embarrass those high schoolers at the stoplight on your way home. And they're going to have to go home, go back to their friends and tell them, yeah, I just got beat by somebody in a Ford Focus. The Nissan Skyline GTR. The Skyline is a tuner's dream. The stock version of this car boasts all-wheel drive, an inline 6 motor, and because of a gentleman's agreement between Japanese manufacturers, it was kept at 280 horsepower. Because of that, and tuners just go absolutely wild with this. It's not uncommon to see this car with over 800 horsepower. It's a very, very popular car with tuners. Lastly, we have the 2013 Nissan 370Z. The Nissan Zs have always had sleek lines and looked great, and this is no exception. The latest version has 332 horses with a V6 motor. The 370Z also has a trick manual gear shift that matches revs, which gives you an extremely smooth quarter-mile run. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're getting a little bit of knowledge on some of the cars in the crew that are going to be available to us. If If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you'd like to keep getting videos, hit the subscribe button. And as always, Bumblebee Tuna.